then it grows on you. It grows on you.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It's like Red. I didn't like Red when I first met him, I'll be honest. But
You didn't like me?
No, but you like him so much, I like you now.
The sequel is rarely as good as the first. But that doesn't mean we don't want more. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movies that should have a sequel.
Back off. Back off. You don't know anything about me.
For this list, we're taking a look at movies that are overdue for further film installments. However, we're excluding movies that already have at least one sequel, or have a 100% confirmed follow-up in development, like The Incredibles.
Run!
What the? They're supers! Get the boy!
Number 10, Dredd.
This isn't a negotiation. The sentence is death.
It isn't a huge surprise that Dredd wasn't exactly a killer at the box office. After the Sylvester Stallone and Rob Schneider version, Judge Dredd got a pretty bad reputation.
Sir, a helmet can interfere with my psychic abilities.
I think a bullet might interfere with them more.
Anyone who saw this 2012 reboot, however, knows that director Pete Travis and screenwriter Alex Garland finally did the character justice. But as is the case with a convict out on parole, people just weren't willing to give Dredd a second chance.
12 serious crimes reported every minute, 17,000 per day. We can respond to around 6%.
Which 6%?
Your show, rookie. You tell me.
In a world where sequels to Ghost Rider and Fantastic Four exist, though, it's only fair that this new cult classic would get its day in court.
Choke on that.
Number 9, District 9.
Hello, little guy. It's the sweetie man coming.
District 9 left us on an ambiguous yet optimistic note, with a transformed Vicus waiting for Christopher to return with a cure. While that's a powerful way to go out, one can't help but wonder what'll happen to these characters next.
I just want everyone watching this right now to learn from what has happened.
Will Christopher come back to Earth and save his people? Will Vicus ever become human again and reunite with his wife? Whatever happened to the mother of Christopher's son? These questions keep us awake at night, and we're eager to have them answered in District 9, even 9ier.
Now I know why everybody wants a piece of you.
Number 8, The Goonies.
I like the dark. I love the dark. But I hate nature. I hate nature.
Even over 2 decades after its release, fans keep pining for a sequel to this 80s classic. Sure, the gang might be all grown up now, but Josh Brolin, Sean Astin, and Martha Plimpton still have respectable careers. The rest of the cast? Well, they're overdue for a comeback.
Maybe Chunk already got to the police.
Maybe Chunk is dead.
Don't say that. Never say that.
It's about high time they came out of retirement and set out on another treasure hunt with the next generation of Goonies. Despite rumors and director Richard Donner's optimism, some believe a sequel will never happen. But Goonies never say die.
I'm not a Goonie. I want to go home.
Number 7, Team America World Police.
Remember, there is no I in Team America.
Yes, there is.
As promising as South Park, bigger, longer, and still uncut sounds, we're even more anxious for a sequel to the best R-rated puppet comedy ever.
Okay, a limousine that can fly. Now I have seen everything.
Really? Have you seen a man eat his own head?
Since our world is constantly changing, and yet never really changing, a political satire like Team America will always be relevant.
If you think they're onto you, give us the signal. You remember the signal? That's right.
Sure, Kim Jong-il might be dead in real life, but he can always come back as an alien cockroach ready to strike back. Whoever and whatever Matt Stone and Trey Parker take shots at, a sequel would most certainly have us chanting, "Fuck yeah!"
America! Fuck yeah! Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah, America! Fuck yeah!
Number 6, Bridesmaids.
I'm afraid that's not allowed.
Help me, I'm poor.
No, listen, we're a whole wedding party. I'm the bride. I'm getting married.
Seeing as how comedy sequels don't have the best track record, it's admirable that Kristen Wiig hasn't jumped at the opportunity to cash in on the success of Bridesmaids yet.
Lesbian! We're all thinking it, aren't we?
I'm not.
Okay? Yes, we're all thinking it, right?
However, we're totally confident that Wiig & Company would make Bridesmaids 2 another laugh-a-minute walk down the aisle. Couldn't you see Wig's Annie getting upgraded from bridesmaid to bride and having to deal with more wedding turmoil? At the very least, could Melissa McCarthy's character get a spin-off? We need more of Megan and her Air Marshal lover.
Protect and serve, Air Marshal style. What?
Number 5, Unbreakable.
I had a bad dream.
When Unbreakable first came out in 2000, superhero movies were slowly starting to grow in popularity. Now that they're all the rage, it's the perfect time for the unbreakable David Dunn to return.
Because you didn't break one bone. You don't have a scratch on you.
The living comic book world M. Night Shyamalan created lends itself to numerous intriguing possibilities. Granted, Shyamalan is viewed as more of a villain than a hero in the filmmaking industry these days.
We can both get hurt. I'm just an ordinary man.
If he ever does find redemption, though, hopefully it's with Unbreakable 2. We'll gladly take it over a Last Airbender sequel any day.
They didn't know it and it almost killed me. Heroes don't get killed like that.
Number 4. Pineapple Express.
Let's roll, man. I'm done with the woods. Let's go.
Seth Rogen and James Franco have been teasing Pineapple Express 2 for some time, most notably with an April Fool's trailer that was later seen in This Is the End.
I smoked weed with Steve Jobs, and that's when he came up with the iPad.
While that was indeed a brilliant piece of meta humor, we're now more determined than ever to see this project get off the couch. Since Dale and Saul are such low-functioning individuals, it's actually appropriate they're still procrastinating with a sequel. Nevertheless, it only takes one hit to become addicted, and we desperately need our fix immediately, if not sooner.
Hands down, dopest dope I've ever smoked right
It's not
here.
better than the Blue Oyster Weed. It can't be.
Number 3. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
May I kill him?
The American remake of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo was a box office success and hailed by numerous critics. So why isn't The Girl Who Played with Fire in firm development already?
Why would a young lady like you want to know about such an awful murder?
It interests me.
Does it?
The next 2 novels in the Millennium series are just waiting to be adapted, and a 4th book, though not written by creator Stieg Larsson, was published in 2015. For now, we can always watch the Swedish adaptations starring Noomi Rapace. But wouldn't it be great to see director David Fincher's take on the material, with Rooney Mara reprising her Oscar-nominated performance?
Lie still. I've never done this before. And there will be blood.
Number 2. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I wasn't working for a tune. I was working for Arcade Maroon.
Bob Hoskins sadly may no longer be with us, but tunes like Roger Rabbit never age. Because of this, the universe of Who Framed Roger Rabbit can be set during any time period.
Let me get this straight. You think that my boss, Arcade Maroon, dropped a safe on Marvin Acme's head so that he could get his hands on Toontown?
Yeah.
The next film could act as a prequel, depicting how Roger bagged such a sexy wife, or a sequel about Roger dealing with a changing industry, where animation has become dominated by CGI. As long as there's more comedy, mystery, and technical wonder, we'll be set for another trip to Toontown.
Come on, Eddie, get in!
Before we pitch our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Human beings were not meant to sit in little cubicles staring at computer screens all day, filling out useless forms and listening to 8 different bosses drone on about mission statements.
Leon, I think I'm kind of falling in love with you. It's the first time for me, you know?
How do you know it's love if you've never been in love before?
Because I feel it.
Where's the roast beef?
Roast beef?
Beef, yes, roast beef. It's the Swedish term for beef that is roasted.
Okay, people, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Santa's coming to town.
Santa! Oh my God! Santa here?
Look, you can't go stomping around and you can't come with me. My mom will wig out. That's right. So you have got to stay in the forest and I'll bring you some food tomorrow.
Number 1. Serenity.
I'm a leaf on the wind. Watch how I soar.
It's a miracle that a cinematic continuation of Joss Whedon's short-lived Firefly took flight at all. Browncoats should be content with Serenity, but one movie simply isn't enough.
We'll get through this.
Things are gonna get much, much worse.
This franchise has the potential to be the next Star Trek, picking up where a cult series left off with an ongoing saga of features. Seeing as how the first film wasn't the biggest financial hit, and Whedon has other commitments, Serenity 2: The Wrath of Niska is probably too much to ask for. But where there's a fan campaign, there's a way.
I don't care what you believe. Just believe.
Do you agree with our list?
Yes, Gary, yes.
What other movies deserve a second chapter?
Yeah, I'd be breaking a sweat if you hadn't just run out of bullets.
For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Is that you? Are you okay? Boy, am I glad to see you. The clausometer suddenly just dropped down to 0. There's just no Christmas spirit anymore.